background. So, okay, I think we're good. Um, anyway, God bless you. Just wanted to kind of give you an update as to um, where we're at on God's timeline, what I understand to be coming next, etc. I put out a video, I think a month or two ago, um, letting you know that civil unrest was kind of our next stop. Um, Now we're there, and so I think people might be wondering what's next. The way I understand it, according to some of the things I've seen and dreams I've had, um, our next stop is, I think, the fall of Trump. I've had dreams of him like faking his own assassination. I know other people have seen um, something similar. So I think, I think that the civil unrest um, will continue to grow to a certain point, and out of it, I think will come the fake assassination. I started telling you back when Trump was elected that God showed me that he was the fall guy, and I think people are going to start to see that. His job was to partner with Israel and to partner with the Christians so that when total chaos broke out, um, those ideologies could be blamed. Christians and Israel could be blamed. The New World Order will be able to say, hey, look at the chaos brought about by these ideologies. And that was his job, and he did his job. And that's it. He's not he's not going to save America. Um, America is no more. It's in its death throes right now. I think when I think when the next thing passes, there'll be a little bit of calm before the next contraction, but we're definitely in the birth process right now. So you can feel the contractions, a little bit of a break, and then a contraction again. Um, Someone said Obama can't be elected again. Um, I'm not sure that he needs to be elected. He will be the Antichrist, and um, he will take the world stage, and he will control the world's governments. I'm not sure that he needs to be elected in America for that to happen. America is Babylon, and it will be completely destroyed. So, being the president of America isn't going to really help somebody take that position. America will be destroyed in 1 hour. The rapture happens only a few days before that. So the way I see it playing out, obviously the civil unrest is being created. Obviously, it's meant to do something, to allow for martial law. I think the next thing that I think America will experience is the loss of leadership, and that will be just shortly before it's destroyed by nuclear war. So anyway, not much time left. I know you all can kind of see that. We'll be out of here pretty soon. I don't know exactly when. I'm really hoping for this year, but things are definitely escalating quickly. So we know that our redemption is drawing nigh. Um, there, I mean, obviously there are some things that we'll experience. There are some things that we'll see, but the really big judgments, we won't be here for those. If you're part of the bride, if you're part of the Church of Philadelphia, um, if you're part of that promise that you'll escape the trouble coming upon all those who dwell on the earth, you won't be here for the worst of it. So even though you're seeing birth pangs, um, even though you're seeing the contractions taking place, uh, you won't see Babylon destroyed by nukes. You won't see um, fire falling from heaven and completely, destroying the country. You're going to miss some of the bigger judgments. So praise God for that. Um, but make sure your heart's right with Him. And during this time, I encourage you, spend time with other believers. If you can find a good home church, that's where I've been spending a lot of time. God's been kind of using me in that area, and I think if you could find that, you'd probably get a lot of value out of it. I don't see the big churches really coming back. They might for a minute, but there's more things being unleashed on this planet to I think probably keep that from happening for very long. So the home church is where it's at. God's moving there in a big way. So if you can get yourself into one, I highly recommend it. There's a website if you're looking for groups of believers. There's a website where you can find some good ones. It's the Last Reformation website. If you go on the Last Reformation website, you can find groups of believers who are really trying to walk out what it is to be a disciple of Christ. And there's of course some good ones and some not so good ones, but the ones that I've found through that site have tended to be, pretty spirit-filled people. So if you're looking for something, that would be a good place to start. But either way, we'll be home soon, so keep your eyes up. Keep looking for Christ, because he's at the door and he'll be walking through it before you know it. Someone said something about the temple being built. I think they probably will build a third temple. However, I don't think they need to for prophecy to be fulfilled. The way I interpret the prophecy of the Antichrist standing up in the in the place of God is the new temple, the human soul. I think it has to do with AI and the mark of the beast. I think that's the abomination that causes desolation, and I think that's where the Antichrist sets himself up in the soul of man, which is only reserved for God. That's my personal interpretation. So I don't think the temple's necessary, but I think they probably will do it anyway. All right, I think that's it. I love you all, and I'll plan to see you real soon here. If not here, then in the air. God bless. Bye.